On May 5th, 2011, this is Polling You number 64. Greeting Bridge friends, it's Michael here at Bridge Hands. Welcome back to Day 4, Part 2. More on Jacoby and Texas transfers, as well as slam bidding. Okay, let's take a look at some responder hands and begin bidding. On our first hand, South has 15 to 17 high card points, opens 1 no trump. We in North have Ace King 5 times in spades, 2 babies in hearts, 3 small in diamonds, and in clubs, Jack 10 third. How would you like to bid this one? Okay, well, let's see. In spades, we have Ace King 5 times at 7 high, certainly one distribution. Nothing in hearts or diamonds. And in clubs, do you want to value Jack third? In fact, Jack 10 third, do you want to give that a little bit more value? Well, opposite 1 no trump, it ought to be worth something, but maybe not really a point. Jack thirds or even Jack 10 thirds are probably worth less than 1 full point. So let's take a look at it. We have 7 high in spades, 1 distribution, and something in clubs. We'll go ahead and start with 1 no trump by South. North is going to bid 2 hearts, a transfer to spades, our Jacoby transfer, and then yes, we'll go ahead and rebid 2 no trump, and we'll see how we do. In spades, okay, if partner has 3 or 4 spades, we'll make 9 tricks 65% of the time, but making 10 tricks only 35% of the time. So unless partner has a good 16 or 17, we hope they won't be accepting with an ordinary 16, the average between 15 and 17, which only makes about 1 in 3 times. And how about a no trump? Let's say that partner South has only 2 spades. How are odds there? Well, we can make 8 tricks 72% of the time, and 9 tricks 33% of the time, so about the same odds whether partner has 3 or 4 spades, put in us a spade contract, or whether partner has us in no trump contract. We have only about 1 in 3 chance to make our auction. So the lesson learned on this, although we certainly have 8 points in spades with Ace King 5 times, Jack 10 third opposite a 1 no trump hand is not exactly worth a full 1 point value. Okay, next hand. On our second hand, once again, South will have 15 to 17, a balanced hand. North will have 3 little in spades, Ace, Queen, Jack 5 times in hearts, 3 little in diamonds, and King, Doubleton, in clubs. How would you like to bid this one? Okay, we have 7 high in hearts, a very nice 7 high with 3 honors, even better than the 7 high we had on the last hand in spades. 1 distribution makes 8 points. And another 3 points for King, Doubleton, in clubs. So we definitely want to be in game with partner opening 15 to 17 points. We know we have our 25-point game. So the bidding starts, 1 no trump, we respond 2 diamonds, a Jacoby transfer, partner accepts 2 hearts. We then rebid 3 no trumps, insisting on a game, and as it turns out in this situation, partner happens to have 3 hearts, and so they, in this case, would bid 4 hearts. And how do we do here? Well, in hearts, we'll make 9 tricks 90% of the time, and 10 tricks 71% of the time. Clearly a good bet. On our next hand, let's modify each of the hands slightly and see how we do. Once again, 15 to 17 high card points for South hand. This time, as we'll see later, it's only 2 hearts. The North hand has same spades, 3 little, same Ace, Queen, Jack 5 times in hearts, 3 little in diamonds, and this time Queen, Doubleton, in clubs. So the bidding proceeds 1 no trump by South, 2 diamonds by North, a transfer, 2 hearts accepting the transfer, 3 no trump. In this case, with South only having 2 hearts, we'll let it play in 3 no trumps. And how do we do? Make 8 tricks 88% of the time, 9 tricks 58% of the time. So although we've dropped a point in clubs from a primary honor of a king to a queen, we still have our wonderful heart suit with 3 honors, Ace, Queen, Jack 5 times. So in our last hand, we were a little bit disappointed that partner South did not have 3 or 4 hearts. Still, we made 88% of the time, 8 tricks, 1 less than game, and we made our game 58% of the time. How do you think we do if we have 3 or 4 hearts? Let's take a look. Okay, as you requested, we have 3 or 4 hearts in the South hand, and you might be surprised how we do. We make 9 tricks 88% of the time. Remember, we went down 1. Had 88% before, this time 83%, and we make our 10-trick game, whoops, not 58%. We went down beneath 50. We went down to 42%. Well, how can that be? We have the same hand in North. We have the same 15 to 17 points in South, and this time we had our 3 or 4 hearts. Well, it turns out we're in a suit contract. We like primary honors. Remember on our first hand where we had Jack 10 third, and that was not a good holding. Queen Doubleton or Queen third, it's fine holdings and no trump, but when we're in a suit contract, we really prefer primary honors. Aces and kings pull more weight than queens and jacks, so these queen jacks and queen on the club suit are not bad. They're fine in a no trump contract, but we're not always going to get full value for them in a suit contract. Interesting. So if we psychically knew somehow that partner was going to put us in a heart contract with 3 or 4 hearts, if we were playing rubber bridge, it would certainly be worth the risk. We want that 500 or 700 rubber, so we're definitely going to take the chance. Or if we're playing international match points and we're vulnerable, the risk reward is great. So a 40% chance for game would be worth it. If we bid 4 hearts, we go down 1, we lose 6 imps versus just bidding 3 hearts. Versus if we were in 3 hearts and actually made 4, we should have bid 4, that's a 10 imp swing, so the risk reward is definitely worth it. We don't know how it's going to turn out, and certainly if it was in duplicate match point scoring, we would then want to be conservative. Now, I'm not saying we know it because we don't know. We want to go ahead and assume that partner may have that 3 no trump hand, but don't feel bad is the point I'm making. When you have something like Queen Doubleton on a side suit and your partner does not have trump support, put you in no trump, you're going to make more hands in no trump when you have these marginal hands with Queen Doubletons on the side suit. Okay? Okay, so now let's take a look at a happy hand where North has a long suit, Texas style. South opens 1 no trump, 15 to 17 high card points. In this case, North has ace, king, 6 times in spades. 2 babies and hearts, 2 small in diamonds, and there's that Jack 10 third in clubs again. How do we want to evaluate this hand? Well, we have 7 high and probably more than 2 distribution point. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to take 5 spade tricks most of the time with partner having at least a doubleton. And south hands, when person opens 1 no trump, they typically can offer about 5 tricks, maybe even a little bit more sometimes. So if we can have 5 tricks, south can open 5. This is actually worth more than 7 and 2 distribution points with a great ace, king 6 times. So we should go ahead and make sure we're in a spade game. If you play Texas, recall how that works. 1 no trump, we bid 4 hearts. We jump to 4 with the 6-card suit, knowing that partner south has at least 2 cards in the suit. Our partner south does 4 spades, and with this hand, we will go ahead and pass. How do we do? Well, we make 9 tricks 88% of the time, and 10 tricks 68% of the time. Well worth the investment of bidding a game. And what are the benefits? Well, recall that when we have a long suit, certainly the intervening player could have a long suit. So imagine we were only using the Jacoby transfer and it went 1 no trump, 2 hearts, and then all of a sudden it came with a 4 diamond bid over here by the east hand. Well, now what? Now the auction's a little bit more tenuous, and it's probably going to have to be played from the wrong side. If you bid 4 hearts, is that a transfer? If you bid 4 hearts, is that a retransfer to 4 spades? Or do you bid 4 spades directly? Yes, certainly this is one of the things that Texas solves, is this intervening bid where they compete at a high level. Before we go on to part 3, let's recap when Jacoby and Texas transfers are on if you play them. Partner opens 1 no trump, no doubt about it. Jacoby bids are on. If you play Texas, they're on there also. 2 no trump opener, 20 to 21 points. Yes, they're on. Opening 3 no trump, if you play that standard, 24 to 26 high card points. Stayman, Jacoby, and if you play Texas, they're on. How about the no trump overcall? Yes, if you're playing systems on, then Jacoby and Texas bids are on there also. Well, how about when partner opens 2 clubs with 22 high card points or more? So the bidding proceeds 2 clubs by opener, 2 diamonds by responder, 2 no trump rebid by opener. They've now limited their hand to 22 to 23 points. Some play 24, a bad 24. So what happens next? Yes, Jacoby bids would still be on. So 3 diamonds would transfer to hearts, 3 hearts would transfer to spades. And if you play Texas, you can bid 4 diamonds or 4 hearts to transfer to 4 hearts and 4 spades. And what if you only have 4 cards in a major suit? Well, that's where the Stayman bid comes in. So you would bid 3 clubs to say, I have 1 or both of 4 of the majors. We bid them normally up the line, so the opener, if they had both hearts and spades, they would bid the lower ranking suit, the hearts, first. Now there may and someday will be other auctions where you haven't discussed with partner whether systems are on or off. So you should have a generalized agreement with partner whether you play systems on ubiquitously or not. Let's say, as a for instance, a right-hand opponent opened 1 no trump, and you double to show that you have an equal hand. You're interested in a penalty. If your partner now bids 2 diamonds, is that natural? Or because you're saying, I have a 1 no trump hand also, is that a transfer to hearts? You should have partnership agreements that fall in many different instances if you haven't discussed these types of situations. Okay, let's go ahead and proceed to Section 3. Next up, coming to a theater near you, we'll take some bidding practice looking at some more Jacoby and Texas transfer bids. We'll take a look at some 2-suited hands where we're interested in slam, and we'll do our normal commentary of bidding and play where we get inside the minds of each of the 4 players at the table. For our Premium and Ultra members, please proceed to Part 3 for our concluding video segment with hands-on bidding and play. Also, be sure to log on to bridgehands.com to download shareable electronic Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, PDF, and other files that include commentary, hand diagrams, and simulations for bridge programs. Okay, bridge friends, let's hop over to Part 3 for the rest of the show. See you soon!